Hello, welcome back to the little thing we're doing here, which is learning how to paint and to make a load, make a load of nice money at the same time, if possible. All right, so you're going to have the fortunate luxury of being able to witness me doing it. Yep, because right now he's not a millionaire. All right, but as you can see, that there is my second ever oil painting. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, right, if I do say so. Alright, now this is a new one I'm on. And this will be like video 3, yeah? So I was actually on another one, videos 1 and 2. I was explaining how to do it, and last night I was painting that picture. And I just weren't getting it. It just was not feeling right. Well, they weren't liking the way the colours were, and then I was trying to work the top of the mountains, and it just weren't coming in nicely together, and I ended up putting too much paint on it, and that's how it came out. Yeah. Well, that's because I ended up scrubbing all over the place. Yeah. But I have done that one, which wasn't too bad. That was my first one, and that's my second one. All right. Yeah. So I do make the job a little bit hard for myself. I think I end up maybe putting a bit too much paint on in places when I should be just taking my time a little bit. Okay, so I scrapped that one, and now I'm on this one. Okay, so all right, and which is that. And again, painting and all that seems pretty difficult, but I really didn't have too hard a time with that. You know, you sketch these in and that, and before you know it, it really does come together. But the aim is like this here. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I got the outline. I sort of just got a little brush with a bit of thin paint on it, thinned it down with a bit of thinner. Sketched the lines. As you can see, there's a bit of the like type of sketching that was going on. All right, these are stem bushes. Okay, so not too much detail at all. Just the rough outlines, rough outline of the tree. Them ones there was actually got them a little bit wrong, but it don't matter because the blue paint is going to cover all of it. Yeah, it's already dry because it had thinner in it, so it dries off nice. And that was thinned down and put on there to block that out. But now I know this river. This is the River Clutha, which is very nice. We live in New Zealand here. I'm not from New Zealand myself, but I do live here, and it's great learning how to paint, discovering that I'm like, yeah, I like this a lot, and I live in such a great place with so many great views, and I've taken lots of lovely photos like this one and that one, which that was actually flat lake, but I got it wrong, and then I just livened it up with a bit of paint. I've had a bit of an idea how the paint can be moved around. You know, in life, if you pay attention to the way people do things, you can see the little way people do hand movements or whatever. But as I explained in my other couple of videos, I've been painting houses, you know, painting and decorating for the last 10 years. So it never involved me doing anything artistic, an occasional pink room or something like that, you know. So I've been getting a bit over that for a little while. Although I'm really grateful, very grateful to have been able to develop the skills and to earn some money and, you know, put food on the table and stuff like that. So it's great. But yeah, having done this, I've been feeling like I wanted to change a career, you know, like, and I've been worked a bit in sales in the past, so that's why I'm like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I can paint, yeah, I can paint, and all we got to do is sell them, yeah, and well, I tell you, if you want to make a bit of money, you've got to somehow make a bit of noise. You've got to get noticed. All right, so that's what we're going to see if I can do that. All right, now I do tend to make a bit of noise anyway, when I'm not intending to, you know. But so I'm gonna get some paintings done up. I'm gonna do some market stalls. As I said in one of my other videos, I'm gonna go somewhere and just paint nice landscape with a house in it, and I'm gonna go and sell that painting to the people. I'm gonna go and knock on their door, and I'm gonna go, I painted your house, you know. And then, as I said before, the angle that you go in with is, oh, I painted your house. Do you want to buy the painting? It's a bit raw. What you do is you go, hi there, I painted your house. I thought you might like to take a look at it. You're welcome to take a picture of it if you want, yeah. However, or I mean, you could buy it. So you got to be a little bit indifferent. Like, I don't mind if you buy it. You can buy it if you want. I'm going to be able to sell it. I sell my art sales. It's a lovely painting, but I thought I felt inclined to paint it. I felt inclined to paint it. Very nice place. They don't get to see their place from the opposite side of the river or somewhere you might be able to paint it from. So again, you could do this with all different things. You see, anybody that takes a lot of pride or loves their stuff, someone might clean their car, mate. One day go out there, get a picture, man. You never know. You could paint that and you go, mate, I painted your car. He might be like, mate, nice one. I like it. It might be not. You can sell that painting to someone, but it's a bit of a shot. You're giving yourself a bit of a shot at something, and it's not a shot in the dark. You've sort of thought it through and thought, yeah, there's an angle. Okay, you're coming in at an angle. All right, but anyway, so that's where we're at with this. With this one, back to this. This is like, I think they're like a bit browny, but I know this, as I was saying, this river here. This is a green bank. This would be like green bank here. So, but it'd be like, because of obviously the contrast on the thing is, it's going to think it. But this is like, you can see like some speckles of grass, but it's been brown underneath. I just put loads of thin lines of things on it, and I'll get grass on there quite easy, and I'll show you how we do that. But at the moment, that tree, look, it's nothing. So you just block out that, and then you work on it all. You work on every different part. So right now I'm going to start working on these bushes down here, and I do that background colour because it's a bit like that, isn't it? So you can see, right? So I'm going to get some dark green and maybe fill in all these little dark green patches and bits, yeah. And then you come over them with a bit of lighter, and that will create that light effect on them. So you see the light's coming from that angle. You can see that this side of the bushes is dark, so the right side you're going to have they're going to all be round with a little round bit of light on them. Easy, yeah, just a bit of line there, yeah. This sort of stuff, honestly, this is easy to do. Painting is easy to do, yeah. The reason why we find anything like this hard is because you've never used a pencil before. You've not ever used any paints, and you mix two paints together and they come out the wrong colour. Oh my god! And your first instant thought was, "I'm crap at this." Well, of course you are. You've been doing it 5 minutes. You know what I mean? You're never going to be that good at. You're not going to be good at anything that requires some skill in 5 minutes, unless you do something similar to that in another area and you can pick up something. It's like being able to shoot a gun and then someone gives you a bow and arrow. You might not be as good with it, but you're better at it than a person that's never shot anything before. You know what I mean? So if someone's pushing a pen all day long, might be actually to learn how to use that pen, how to write well and etc. I might get the idea. So if you want to learn how to paint, just get into it. Get yourself I'd start off doing some penciling, and when you draw a face, if you just draw outlines, eyes and a nose, it's going to look like just that, eyes and a nose. It's all the shading. It's all the shading that eventually makes the picture. And you paint the same face 50 times, I guarantee by the 50th time you're drawing it, shall I say, you're going to be able to probably master that face. And not only that, like with painting these, right, painting this sort of stuff, I'm learning the mountain. I'm looking at the mountain, painting the paint. I'm like, I'm beginning to know that mountain. I mean, like, it's amazing. So, and you start looking at everything with a totally different light. You're looking at, you'll look at mountains and you'll see, like, you look at the shades and you look at the angles, and I'm walking down the road just here today, and I'm like, my God, I never see that hedge, a big square hedge, and I was like, and it's so easy to draw like a square hedge, but there's something quite, I don't know, it's something that looks quite good about a hedge in a oil painting. They're easy, it's square, but there's something pleasing about a hedge, and they're just piece of piss. So anyway, as you can see, just sort of blocked background colours. I didn't have no green made up, so I haven't done that tree. But once, I'll make a bit of green up, bit of a lighter green, that sort of bit of green there, or I'll go with the dark, but I prefer probably to go with the lighter stuff because it's easy to cover. But you can go either or. You can use the dark and then bring the light in, or you can bring the dark, and I think it's a good idea to actually think about stuff like that, and you'll be able to save on paints, because paints ain't cheap. And if, let's say for example, you've hardly got any light, you want to start light, and go dark, yeah, because you've only you can't mix. If you want to start on the light bits and say on the dark bits, you're going to be using all your light up before you get to them. And I'd start on the light bit, start with your just adding a little bit of dark each time to your paint, and then you're not going to waste any. You know, it's not like you're gonna. That's if you go from light to dark. Anyway, we'll worry about that on another day. All right. So, thanks for listening. I'm going to try and keep them around 10 minutes. I'm going to go and I'm going to get some of this sort of the dark greenish there, and I'm going to go and blotch in a lot of blotches now, and then I'll come back. All right. Thank you for watching. Next video will be I'll put another 20% worth of work on that, maybe 2 or 3 colours. All right. So, cheers.